Hey guys, I'm here at my storage room for my board games, and I thought I'd give you a quick rundown on my most unplayed war games. There's not too many of those, but let's just take a look at what's unplayed and what's been played very few times. And first up, let's start with the Conflict of Heroes Price of Honor expansion, Poland 1939. This one is still in shrink, so obviously hasn't hit the table yet. And the reason for that is I've had such a good run of gaming with Awakening the Bear. I just haven't felt the need to break out Poland as of yet. And subsequent to that, Guadalcanal has come out as well. So Poland is yet to be put on the table, but that will happen at some stage. Okay, next up, let's move across here to some real classics. And they're quite recent too, or certainly this one is, the US Civil War. Okay, that's been played by me, but I've only played it solo in a learning type situation a couple of times. I think I've got a video too up on that, but I've yet to have a full face-to-face game or even a full solitaire game of the US Civil War, and there's been no justice given to this game by me as of yet. Having said that, Patrick and I are talking about getting it to the table maybe later this week. We'll see. And just below that is Mark Herman's Empire of the Sun. And wow, can't wait to get this one to the table, but that's going to take some real rule reading and dedication, I think, because it's quite a deep game, certainly I think compared to the US Civil War. And from the little I've played with it, and that was just a solo setup and mucking around with the rules, so to speak, it looks like it's going to need quite a bit of replay to get the hang of it and get the full enjoyment from it. But from what I understand, this is a really fantastic game, as is the Civil War as well. So both those games relatively new in my collection, but just haven't hit the table virtually at all. Okay, moving on, let's have a look. Let's look at the No Retreat series. So we've played No Retreat, the original one, extensively, but the Italian front has yet to hit the table. I've unboxed it, but it has just hasn't made the table, and I think that was because I think Patrick played it and he rated it a good game, but not outstanding, and so yeah, just for some reason it just hasn't made the table yet. So we'll see how that goes down the track, because I've got the original No Retreat and North Africa, which is a terrific game as well. So that's another one that hasn't made the table at all. Okay, scanning around, what else is missing the table or is getting very little play? Coming down, that's probably it, guys. I think everything else hits the table now and then. If you can classify Twilight Struggle as a war game, very underplayed, one of my favourite games. And same goes for 1989. Still in shrink, never hit the table. Haven't had to because Twilight Struggle has been so good at it. I've hardly played it, but I just love every time I've played it. So whether they're war games or not, that's a different story. So those are really my major unplayed games in my war game collection. Not that I've got a great collection of war games in terms of numbers, but what I do have, I think they are quality games. Okay, well, that's my unplayed or little played war games.